Imagine getting your channel falsely terminated on YouTube, defeating YouTube legally, and then they still won't restore your channel. That's what happened to Oleksandr from the former channel known as Chase Car. He actually pursued legal action to try to get his channel back, and he succeeded, except YouTube still won't give his channel back. So here's the story of what happened to the owner of Chase Car. So he would make videos that are automotive related, so basically car videos. And in June 2024, his channel Chase Car gets demonetized for quote reused content. He appeals it, a human reviewer looks over everything, his editing timeline, voiceovers, and scripts, and they email him. This is original content, you follow all the guidelines, his monetization is back, a human verified him, or at least they claimed, and he's safe now. But in November 2024, his entire channel got banned for the exact same reason that most people get falsely terminated off of YouTube: spam, deceptive practices, and scam policies. We've went over this before in multiple videos, but the vast majority of channels that get banned off YouTube get banned for spams, deceptive practices, and scams. So this is a pretty frequent reason that a lot of people get falsely terminated off of YouTube. So he's confused because a human just cleared him a few months ago. Now he's verified by a YouTube employee. He thought his content was fine. So he decides to appeal that, and then he immediately gets rejected by an AI bot. And so the thing that makes this guy's case especially interesting, and the reason why I wanted to talk about it in a video, is I've seen a lot of tweet threads that are like this, but unfortunately a lot of them don't provide any evidence, so it's a little bit difficult for me to help them. This guy provided evidence of his legal case, his false termination, his appeals, literally everything. But he explained that as a European Union citizen, he has the opportunity to defend himself as a creator using European Union law. He filed a formal case with ADROIT, which is the Alternative Dispute Resolution of Information Technologies unit in the entire European Union. So in March of 2025, he filed a case that basically was trying to restore his channel, and in July 23rd, the decision arrived saying that the complaint is upheld, his termination was not rightful, and YouTube actually failed to specify the violating content. They didn't tell him which videos and why, meaning that his channel should be reinstated. An independent legal body ruled YouTube was wrong. YouTube defended itself during the process, but they couldn't even show what he had violated, so he pretty much won. But his channel has been still terminated. He's been emailing YouTube's legal team for 4 months, automated replies or complete silence, and he said that he's not going to give up here. This is a lot bigger than just one individual. This is about creator rights as a whole. If YouTube can just falsely terminate somebody, not even provide a real good reason or where he violated their guidelines, and then the guy takes legal action against YouTube and they still don't want to bring his channel back. Now we're talking about a situation where literally none of us are safe. And just to show some of the evidence that he provided, and like I said, this guy came really locked in with a lot of information and proof. His initial email on June 6, 2024 said, "Hi Chase Car, we're happy to share that your YouTube partner program appeal was successful and your channel can now monetize again. Our team carefully reviewed both your content and your video appeal. Your appeal helped us better understand how you create your videos." So they're basically saying, yeah, that whole thing where we said that you were using reused content, we were wrong about that. Here's a photo of the decision that the ADROIT made about his case, where they basically said the admissible complaint is upheld. The respondent's moderation decision to the detriment of the complainant was not rightful. The respondent bears the cost of the proceedings. The respondent is obviously YouTube. And he made more tweets talking about how YouTube's AI system is terminating like 5 million channels in the last 6 months of 2025. And I have already acknowledged this in a lot of other videos, but I have no doubts that YouTube is actually getting rid of millions of malicious channels off of the platform. I mean, there's so many bot and spam accounts out there. Dead internet theory is real. But when there are content creators like this who you've previously cleared in the past, you guys say that his channel should be monetized, and then all of a sudden you ban him for spam, deceptive practices, and scams, it just comes off as really weird, and it looks like a bug in your guys' AI system. And like I said, the thing I really appreciate about this guy is he provided full proof of exactly everything that happened to him with all the screenshots and everything. This was a detail that I missed when he was talking about it in the first tweet, but his channel has actually been deleted for over a year. He's been trying to fight to get his channel back on YouTube for more than a year. He literally took legal action. He went through European Union law to try to get his channel back. They approved it, and YouTube still won't give him his channel back. Here's the conclusion part of his case, specifically saying, having reviewed the facts and legal framework, ADROIT finds that the termination of the YouTube channel Chase Car was not carried out in compliance with the procedural and transparency requirements of the Digital Services Act. In particular, the platform failed to specify the content deemed to be in violation, nor did it identify which part of the policy had been breached. This lack of specificity contravenes the obligations imposed under Article 17 and all that legal jargon. But basically they're saying not only did you guys wrongfully terminate his channel, but you didn't identify which part of your YouTube guidelines policy that he actually breached. How did he do it? Which timestamp in his video did he do it? YouTube has started doing that recently, like when they went ahead and age restricted me for saying these 2 words over here, regardless of the context. But as you can see, they provided a timestamp here, but this is more of a recent thing. They usually don't provide any sort of timestamp in an email. They just say you violated this policy. And when you ask them how or why, they're just like, nope, that's just what we determined. So again, this is actual legal action being taken. They are actually going to a board in the European Union. This is not something that is very common. Most people just try to make some noise on Twitter and then they just leave it at that. But this guy actually went above and beyond. And it's just baffling to me that YouTube still won't give him his channel back. They themselves reviewed his channel, said that it could be monetized, and they A-okayed his channel. And according to them, they did it through human review. So now all of a sudden, how is his channel spam and deceptive practices? It doesn't make any sense. And again, according to him, as of November 21st, it has been 122 days since the EU certified body ruled this termination not rightful. You are currently in violation of Article 17 of the DSA. Why are you enforcing a termination that was legally ruled not rightful? This is a very good question. And it comes down to the usual problem, and Oleksandr says it best himself. YouTube is letting AI serve as judge, jury, and executioner. They still vehemently deny that their AI is being used in appeal reviews and stuff like that. They say it's done by careful human review. But we know it's not, because like I've said in other videos before, there are examples of people who submit a 10-minute video for review, and then in 2 minutes they get a response back and it's like, oh yeah, sorry buddy, we reviewed your video and yeah, it should be taken off of YouTube. How do they review a 10-minute video in 2 minutes? The world may never know. Millions of channels are being banned for life under the spam, deceptive practices, and scams policy by bots that can't understand context. This is very true. In one of my videos, I was talking about the search term egg diet on YouTube, and they basically said that my video should be age restricted. The scariest part, the appeals are automated too. If the machine makes a mistake, you lose your career. No human verification, no mercy. His channel is proof demonetized by AI, manually cleared by human reviewer and monetized again, soon terminated by AI for spam, appeal rejected by AI instantly. He won a formal legal decision from a European Union certified settlement body ruling the termination was not rightful, and YouTube still bans him, and they haven't even addressed the whole legal decision in the last 4 months. Like we said earlier, this goes way past a false termination of one singular YouTube channel. This is essentially a problem with all of the YouTube creators out there, where we can just get our channels banned on a whim with no sort of warning or nothing. We can actually pursue legal action against YouTube and basically say, hey, look, this body is saying that your termination was false. You guys didn't give me the right information, and YouTube still can choose to ignore us. That is pretty much insane, because remember, a lot of people outside of the European Union don't have options like this to pursue this. You just have to deal with it, right? So the fact that he does have that option, did so successfully, and is still getting ignored by YouTube, it gets to the point where what do we have to do to prove to YouTube that we aren't making any sort of spam on YouTube? And what sucks is, according to YouTube's very same rules, he can't even make a video talking about this on YouTube because he will get banned for circumvention. If you're watching this video, Oleksandr, I highly recommend you go and make a video like this on somewhere like Odyssey or something like that. Try to make a video about it so it can be spread out more and interpreted better. But yeah, according to him, he has not gotten any sort of actual response from YouTube. They refuse to acknowledge the validity of this legal body's decision, and it seems like YouTube just refuses to give this guy his channel back. Like I said, I try to help out as many people as I can. I've done so through DMs and videos as well, but the reason why I want to talk about this guy's story specifically is because he came with all the facts to prove. He has the photos and everything like that. I really don't think people understand how insane this is. He went to an actual legal body to talk about his YouTube channel, and they actually said that he was in the right, and YouTube still doesn't give a shit. He took it one step further than pretty much any other YouTuber or content creator I've ever seen on any platform that got wrongfully terminated. He really wants his channel back. And like we always say, if his channel was actually engaging in spam or whatever, why can't you guys point out the specific videos and timestamps where it happened? Why do we have to guess and try to figure out what type of videos wrongfully triggered your community guidelines? Why do we have to do that? But yeah, cases like this are crazy, man. I mean, hopefully this guy gets his channel back. Good luck to all the YouTubers trying to get their channels back. Trust me, YouTube hates me a lot, so I totally empathize. But yeah, please leave a like the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe for more. See ya.